The CIAA is headquartered in Charlotte. Half of its schools are in North Carolina. So why is its basketball tournament here in Baltimore? Good question. I'm glad you've asked. The CIAA is an NCAA Division II conference made up of 12 HBCUs. The men's basketball tournament was first played in Washington, D.C. in 1946. The women's tournament came around 3 decades later, and it's about way more than just basketball. It's a week-long celebration with band competitions, career expos, parties, and much, much more. But Baltimore is a trek for the majority of CIAA schools, so why is the tournament here? Well, in 2019, Baltimore bid to host the tournament and won, beating out Charlotte, which had served as the host city for 15 years. When Charm City won, Visit Baltimore's Al Hutchinson said the CIAA tournament could be Baltimore's Super Bowl. But then the pandemic hit. Baltimore lost its first chance to host. But the CIAA and city officials say over the last 3 years, the tournament has really picked up steam.
One of the reasons we went after this tournament was the last week in February historically is a very slow business time in Baltimore. And we were looking for something that could fill that time, but also leave some significant impact in the city. This tournament has done that.
Attendance has grown year after year. The economic return on the city and the state has grown year after year. Everything has continued just to continue to escalate and elevate. So it's doing exactly what we hoped it would do when we pursued the event.
We're talking about lifting the legacy of Black HBCUs and Black excellence. There's no better place to have it than in Black Baltimore during Black History Month.
I feel like Baltimore has embraced us. There's great alignment with the state and the city and the mayor's office on making sure that culture, community is everything.
City officials also hope the CIAA opens the door for more basketball to be played at CFG, and more basketball is coming. The Hall of Fame series was played here last November, and the Washington Mystics just announced a pair of games here in 2025.
I think it's helped with our branding as well to Baltimore. We know how to do big events, we do them well, and that helps us to recruit other big events to Baltimore.
But the city's deal with the CIAA is up after the 2026 tournament. Bidding is back open, and Charlotte is trying to win the tournament back. Al Hutchinson, one of the tournament's biggest champions in Baltimore, is also on his way out. Is Baltimore the best home for the CIAA tournament? We asked around.
Experience here is great. Charlotte was good too, but here seems to be a little more welcoming. There are a lot of things that the city seem to go out of their way to make sure the experience here is really, really comfortable, and I'm enjoying that.
I think the focus getting back to basketball was extremely important, and I think Baltimore City provided that. Now, granted, I would have loved for it to be closer to us just because Charlotte is right there, but the focus on the tournament, on the teams, on the school, that was the most important thing. And I think we started losing that a little bit in Charlotte. And I love the fact that we got it back now.
Well, listen, we want it here forever and forever, right? And I've had people who came to me and said, Mr. Mayor, I was a only Charlotte person, but now we see that Baltimore loves us. Everything is so great. We want to keep it here. We want to keep making that CIAA magic. It's important for our community. It's important for our businesses. It's important for our city, but also to continue to support these institutions for all the things that they do.